Hi everybody, it's Gary and welcome to another ASMR video. Relatively new in this field, I'm a former radio broadcaster turned nurse. I discovered ASMR just recently, within the last half year or so, courtesy of my son, who I noticed was chilling to a Bob Ross video, and I thought that I would follow suit. And I started watching these Joy of Painting videos and enjoying the complete relaxation effect that I was getting from those videos. And then YouTube threw this thing out of left field at me. It was a suggestion to watch something called an ASMR video. And that sent me to another site, and another site, and another site, and another site. I had no idea what ASMR was, but I was reaping all of the benefits of it. It took me a little while, but I eventually decided to look into it a little bit further. I understand there's no scientific basis for this whatsoever. However, I don't care. ASMR does no harm, and that is all I care about. I am reaping the benefits of complete relaxation, and so are thousands of people across the internet around the world. They say that data collectors only collect data, and they don't like to collect anything that is subjective. But when the subjective pool is consisting of millions of people, that in itself is data. And so perhaps this is there is some scientific basis for this. Anyhow, I am not here to argue whether or not ASMR is real or ASMR is not. I am just here to reap the benefits of ASMR. There are some incredibly talented ASMR artists out there who give me goosebumps from top to bottom, and they offer a certain maturity level to their videos as well. If you're wondering who I'm talking about, they are listed in my favorites. So just go into my YouTube channel and dig through the favorites. You'll notice that I've got like 7 followers or something like that. So I'm definitely not doing this for any kind of monetary reward or anything. If anything, I would really like to promote these other ASMR artists who I think are absolutely incredible. And I don't want to say that one is the best and one is not. The more I learn about ASMR, the more I'm realizing a lot of it has to do with how a trigger will hit an individual. The key is the word individual. Everybody is different, and it seems that different people have different triggers. So I am not going to be critical of other channels. I will enjoy the ones that I enjoy the most. Those are obviously the ones that I am going to go to. Myself, I prefer a more mature presentation online, and there are certain triggers that really bother me. Just like there are triggers that bother an awful lot of the other ASMR artists that are out there producing. I don't want to get into that too deeply, other than to say that as a nurse with a background in mental health, I understand the background of trauma that a lot of people go through, and I just want to avoid anything that might trigger something that might be considered traumatic from a past experience. So my goal is to make this channel as safe as possible for you. I have gone blah 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 enough here, and I use that term blah 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 quite intentionally, because this video is being dedicated to the Queen of Tea, and if she's watching, she's probably laughing right now. And her name is Haiying. She has a YouTube channel, and I will link to it after I'm done here. And I can't dedicate this to Haiying without making some tea. So let's get right into this here. I'm excited. There's a really good reason why I'm dedicating this particular video to her, and you're going to see here in just a few seconds. I got something really neat from my local tea store. And it just looks like a regular mug, but it isn't. This is quite different because when I pull on this, watch what happens. It comes apart in two pieces. And you put your tea in here. And I'm going to take 2 scoops. This is called Honeycrisp Apple. And I'm going to need a couple of scoops. Haiying has pretty much introduced me to the wonderful world of tea. Although I'm not drinking all of the same brands that she is, I'm sure, I am enjoying the experience. And I recognize that this is not tea. This is an infusion that I'm having tonight. But she has taught me about oolong tea, which is one of my favorites. Now, we have to fill it up. I'll be right back. I have preheated the water. We're going to have to let this steep for a little bit. But this is how we let it steep. If you look at the bottom of this, there's a screen. This is where it gets way cool. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. You press it down. It pushes all of the infusion down to the bottom. Now, I don't think that I would do this with real tea. Real tea, I believe, needs to unfold, unravel in the hot water. And with this, you're actually probably going to squish some of that tea together. Okay, almost done. Okay. C'est tout. I am going to close this off. And I am going to put this over to the side. And if we wait for about 5 minutes, I'm going to be enjoying they call these teas, but I know that they're infusions. So why am I doing this dedication to this wonderful lady? Well, first off, I watch most of her videos, and she has been so kind to repost videos, or videos seem to resurface that were posted some years ago. And I've gotten to really get a chance to listen to an awful lot of her material. I don't even know if Haiying realizes how she does this ASMR, or even if she truly believes it. But I've gotten great relaxation out of her videos. I do believe in paying it forward. There are a few ASMR artists who have been exceptional, and I try to find some way to pay it forward to them. Anyhow, how I do that, I'm not going to get into. But I do believe that you should. Oh, I don't want to should all over you. If you can, if you have the opportunity, pay it forward. You only live once, and you can't take it with you. If you have a few dollars to set aside for some kind of a charity, then yeah, feel free to do that. If you want to buy an album, a release, a digital music copy from some up-and-coming artist, then yeah, well, I'll go out and I will purchase the track. And I believe the same thing for ASM artists. They have provided so much relaxation for so many people across the world, and they hardly see a nickel or a dime or anything. If you can find any way of contributing to these people, not me. I don't want your money. But if you can see fit to find some young ASM artist on the internet, or somebody who is struggling to make it as a serious contender as an ASM artist, feel free to somehow support them. Like a video, subscribe to their channel, become a Patreon member, go visit their Etsy shop. And that is what I did with Haiying. I went to her Etsy shop, but I have to be brutally honest, I did this more for me than I did for her. Because I visited her Etsy shop, and the stuff that she has on there is it's different. You don't see this stuff in North America. So when I link to her YouTube channel, yeah, you can go in and you'll see links for her Etsy shop. I thought that it was a really neat experience, just going through the stuff that she had online, and I will most likely be going back for more. I've already been looking at the channel, and I'm seeing some stuff coming up. So this is what I ordered, and I'm excited. This is my second unboxing on YouTube. And I couldn't think of a nicer person that I would want to open a package from. She's given me so many hours of relaxation. And people who don't need help relaxing, they might not understand this. But when you are high stress and you can't sleep, and every minute feels like an hour, think of all of these people who are struggling out there getting something from these relaxation artists out there. That is something major that these people accomplish. I am having all sorts of trouble unboxing this. And I promise I am not going to cut myself. And she's going to make this very hard. I know I'm opening it from the bottom here. Can you tell I've never unopened one of these boxes before? I don't want to open it from the top. There we go. This is very, very light. As I would expect it to be. And this is like another present for me. This is like Haiying doing something for me. Okay. Oh, she's wrapped it. Okay, let me break this out right in front. She's got some tissue around it. And I'll open this up. It's very pretty. Handmade cards. Isn't this pretty? Oh, I'm so excited. This is beautiful. I'm taking the time to make these by hand. And she recognized me when I put in an order too. And she said that she already had something in mind to put together for me. These are beautiful. Like I said, she's quite the person to listen to. She is quite the artist. If you have a chance, she does painting. She does all sorts of crafts. That is quite beautiful. Oh, wait a second. No. Oh my. Why? Okay, she sent extras here that I did not order. Look at this. Is that tea? Oh, wow. Okay, who does that? When you order something, they send you the order and then they send you some extras as well. That is awesome. What is this? Okay, I'm going to have to open this up. I am 100% excited. Okay, 1 second. Okay, time to open it up. No. It's tea. What an incredible lady. A whole box of them? Who does that? What a beautiful lady. Well, thank you very much. Wow. I am so excited. Now I regret having made this infusion because I'd rather have some of the tea. Oh, what a lady. Oh, thank you very much. What is this? Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, you have to see this. I love Oriental art. When I was a kid, I used to listen to Radio Peking International on the shortwave. I would write to them, and I guess they thought it was kind of neat that a young teenager would be writing to the radio station. And every year around Christmas time, they would send me a huge mural calendar. Every month there was a different mural. And ever since, I have loved Chinese art. And I have loved anything from the Orient. This is absolutely beautiful. And there's such a magic touch to this. Wow. And if I open it up. Okay. Oh my. Thank you very much for your kind support. I have added some oolong tea and chrysanthemum flower tea as appreciation. Oh, wow. It is I who need to thank you for everything that you have done. And you don't even realize, I really don't think you realize just how much relaxation you bring to people. I am so, so proud of you, and I am so impressed with you. You always wrap up your videos with, I love you. I really, really do. And I am sure that your viewers are thinking the exact same thing. I am so amazed that you would go so far out like this, and thank you very much. This has absolutely made my night. I'm so excited now. I can't wait to let all of my friends know. And I am so glad that I unboxed this on YouTube. This was in the box of tea. I'm still discovering stuff here. I almost feel like it's Christmas. Anyhow, again, I thank you. This has been the absolute best unboxing that I have ever done. I've only done a couple on YouTube, but every time I open up a package, I'm always looking forward to looking at what's inside. This has been the best surprise that I have had. Totally took me by surprise. I was not expecting any of this. So again, I thank you very much, Haiying. I am going to have to think of an appropriate title for this video, and I will send you the link so that you know exactly what I did here. You have a very good night, and for my other viewers who happen to stumble in here and watch this video, thank you for coming aboard. You have yourself a great night, and good night from North Bay, Canada.